Have you ever wondered what happens behind the scenes of the universe when a sincere prayer is made with an open heart? When someone, in the silence of the night or in the solitude of a tough moment, turns to the heavens and pleads for a sign, for love, for someone who can fill the most delicate spaces of their soul, that person exists. And the most surprising part, in that prayer, your name was felt. Not spoken aloud, but resonated with the purest energy that exists, the longing to find someone like you. Today, your angels want you to know, you are the answer to that prayer. This message reaches you like a divine whisper, as if the heavens are parting the curtains so you can see the complete scene of this story that began long before you met. And yes, this story has already started, even if you don't yet know all the details. This person, in a moment of vulnerability, pain, or deep introspection, asked for someone who was different. Someone who could see beyond appearances. Who had a pure heart, a wise soul, and a gaze that embraced without judgment. And the universe, which never ignores a request made with faith, began to move. With every step you took, without even realizing it, you were being guided to that destination. Have you ever felt that déjà vu sensation when looking at someone? As if you had known this person for a long time, as if they were familiar in an inexplicable way. That happens because souls recognize each other long before physical meetings. And in this case, the recognition was mutual. Because this connection between you is not a coincidence. It is a combination of purpose, divine timing, and healing. The truth is that you brought relief to this person's soul even before saying a word. Your presence carries something that cannot be imitated, a light that touches the dark corners of anyone who approaches with an open heart. And that's exactly what happened. Unbeknownst to you, you entered her thoughts like a gentle breeze that brings hope. Since then, she has found it impossible to ignore what she feels. This person is living an internal dilemma. Because, no matter how much the desire to get closer to you grows every day, there are still shadows she must face. Old fears, past disappointments, and that old belief that something so beautiful might be too good to be true. But the angels are clear, you were sent to transform this reality. They chose you as a channel for healing, love, and reconnection to what is most pure. And this mission isn't just about romance, it's about awakening. Because with you, this person is being led to question everything she thought she knew about love. She is relearning the meaning of trust, surrender, and truth. You don't need to do anything other than continue being who you are. Your authenticity, your gentle strength, the way you listen more with your heart than with your ears, all of these are divine gifts that this person is starting to recognize as rare and essential. And even though she may not yet have the courage to express everything she feels, the signs are everywhere. In the way she silently observes you. In the gestures that seem casual but carry deep intentions. In the messages almost sent. In the words almost spoken. Dear soul, don't underestimate how much you have already transformed this life. The angels show that at this very moment, this person is closer than ever to a significant awakening. She is at a turning point where fear begins to lose its grip, and courage starts to grow. And this growth comes directly from your presence. But they are also asking something of you, to keep your heart open. To remain open to the process, even if it doesn't follow the straight line you would prefer. Because loving truly also means giving space for the other to blossom in their own time. And you, with all your light, are doing this masterfully. Now take a deep breath. Because from here on out, the next steps will be guided with even greater clarity. And if at any moment you find yourself wondering, is this all worth it? Remember, the universe heard a prayer, and it responded with your name. It's time to trust that this meeting has a greater purpose. And if this text touched something within you, if it made your heart resonate as if it recognized a hidden truth between the lines, then perhaps this is the confirmation you needed to keep going. By the way, now would be a good time to subscribe to this channel. But not because I'm asking, rather because if something inside you feels this message came at the right moment, it's not a coincidence. The angels have much more to tell you. And when you subscribe, you're telling the universe, I am ready to listen. Do you know that feeling that something invisible is happening behind the scenes of your life, As if the universe is slowly stitching together the threads of a destiny you don't quite understand yet? Well, that's exactly what is in motion now. And it all began when that person made a prayer. A real, deep, solitary prayer. A prayer made with the soul. And the name that echoed in the vibration of the universe was yours. Yes, even if they didn't know your name, your face, or the details of your story, the request was for someone exactly like you. And what seemed like just a random meeting began to reveal layers that neither party expected. Today, the angels want you to understand that there is an intense energetic connection between you two, a bond that transcends time, space, and logic. It's not just about affinity or attraction. It's about recognition. Soul to soul. Heart to heart. Destinies intertwined even before the first glance. This person has been feeling something different ever since they crossed paths with you. It's as if their very body is sending signals that they can't explain. A shiver for no reason, a longing that appears out of nowhere, an impulse to seek you out without understanding why. These are emotional responses to an energy you carry, a light that awakens within them old memories, perhaps from other lives, perhaps from other dreams. And don't think this is going unnoticed. Quite the opposite. What the angels are revealing is that this person is completely engrossed by the mystery that you represent. There's something about you that dismantles all of their defenses. Something in the way you look, smile, and exist that shakes the very foundations they've spent years building. You haven't just stirred up feelings, you've sparked a true internal revolution. They try to rationalize. They try to ignore. They try to go on with life normally. But the universe has other plans. The signs are becoming stronger, more evident, and impossible to ignore. Repetitive dreams, casual encounters that seem like they were arranged by fate, conversations that touch the heart in a strange way. Everything is converging towards a moment of revelation, and that moment is approaching. But the angels also want you to know, even while feeling all of this person is still fighting against their own heart. And it's not because they don't feel. It's because they feel too much. She is afraid to let go. Afraid to lose control. Afraid of getting hurt again. She has been wounded before, has believed in empty promises, and has had her heart shattered by those who couldn't see the value of what she offered. And now, faced with something so powerful, so real, her instinct to protect herself speaks louder. This is where you come in with your light, your patience, your truth. Because even in silence, you are helping this person heal old wounds. Your energy is showing her that it is possible to love again, trust again, and build something real from vulnerability. You are the answer, not just to her prayers, but also to a soul's longing she didn't even know how to name. And while this is happening, the angels are working behind the scenes. They are preparing encounters, aligning events, and softening hearts. They are removing distractions, clearing hurdles, and protecting what is blossoming between you. Because yes, something is being born, even if it seems invisible right now. This connection wasn't built overnight. It has been shaped in the spiritual realm for a long time. And now it is coming to the surface, to the moment when words will be spoken, feelings revealed, and masks will fall. But for that to happen, you need to stay centered. Keep your vibration high. Continue being that woman who doesn't need to prove anything, who doesn't beg, who simply is, whole, strong, sensitive. Because it is exactly this presence that is teaching this person to be who she is too. The angels say, the love that is on its way to your life is a conscious love. A love that heals, that transforms, that respects, that embraces. And it will arrive at the perfect time, when both of you are ready to live this truth without fear. And maybe, just maybe, you are already ready. But what about this person? She is almost there. You are about to break through the last internal barriers and take the first step in that direction. A timid step, perhaps, but a sincere one. And when that happens, everything will begin to make sense. The doubts, the delays, the silences. You will understand that nothing was in vain. In fact, that moment is closer than you think. You may not notice it now, but the signs are accelerating. The feelings are intensifying. And the universe is setting the stage for your meeting to happen at the right time, in the right way, with the depth that both of you deserve. So here's a question. Are you willing to embrace this love without haste, without demands, without unrealistic expectations? Because when it arrives, and it will arrive, it will be greater than anything you have ever experienced. Can you feel this vibration? This mix of anxiety and hope, that flutter in your stomach that comes out of nowhere, as if something is about to happen? This is not a coincidence. It's your intuition picking up on the movements of the universe. Because yes, dear soul, something is about to happen. And it involves you, and that person. What the angels are showing now is a decisive moment. This person is on the brink of an internal revelation so profound that they are questioning everything they believed about love. It's as if, in the face of the feelings they have for you, all their old certainties are collapsing. What they feel defies logic, fears, and painful memories. But at the same time, it brings a peace they have never experienced before. You are the balance between internal chaos and the desire to start anew. And this has deeply affected them. Every day, this person is confronted with signs from the universe that point to you. Songs that play on the radio seem to speak directly about what they are experiencing. Dreams that insist on repeating your name. Words spoken by strangers echo unresolved conversations between the two of you. All of this is preparing their heart for something greater. And that's why the angels ask you to pay attention. Because this person's actions may not be obvious, but they are loaded with meaning. The way they react to your presence, how they seek you out in the most unexpected moments, the lingering glances, the silences filled with emotions. All of these are signs of someone who is fighting against their feelings but is about to give in. Also, surrender yourself. But not to despair. Surrender to trust. You don't need to chase after anything. You don't need to force anything. Everything that is true reveals itself in the right time, and that time is approaching quickly. The angels show that in the coming weeks, something will change between you two. It could be a revealing conversation. It could be an unexpected reunion. It could be a gesture that finally brings to light everything that has been hidden for so long. But whatever it is, it will come with strength, with clarity, with purpose. And when that moment arrives, remember who you are. You are the one who was felt in prayer. You are the one the universe chose as the answer. You are the one who, even unknowingly, healed wounds just with your presence. So, don't diminish yourself. Don't question yourself. You are not waiting for this love. You are preparing for it. And there is a huge difference between these two things. Spiritually, this relationship has a greater purpose. The angels reveal that the love between you will not just be about experiencing beautiful emotions. It will be a bridge for mutual healing, spiritual growth, and rescues that span lifetimes. You have been chosen for each other for a reason that goes far beyond desire and passion. It's something tied to mission, transformation, and awakening. Perhaps that's why it has hurt so much until now. Because this kind of connection demands depth, requires courage, and needs faith. But the worst is already over. Now it's time to open yourself up to the new that is coming. And this new includes this person, with all their imperfections, fears, insecurities, but also with a genuine willingness to try to commit, to build something real by your side. And here's a truth the angels insist you listen to carefully. You are already loved. Yes, you are. Even without declarations, promises, or labels. This person already carries you in their thoughts, dreams, and hopes. And even though they are still learning how to express it, the love is there, alive, present, real. The angels show that when they allow themselves to feel completely, without fear of what others will think, and without fear of reliving old pains, they will run to you. Because it is with you that they feel peace. It is with you that they see the future. It is for you that they pray, even without realizing it. And when that moment arrives, it won't be a fairy tale. It will be better. It will be real. With flaws, with challenges, with imperfections. But with a love that grows in truth, in complicity, in the daily choice to stay. Now is the perfect time for you to reconnect with what you truly want. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. And ask yourself, am I ready to receive this love? If the answer is yes, then tell the universe. Out loud. With courage. Because when you declare yourself ready, everything around you starts to align. And if you've made it this far, it's not by chance. There is a spiritual reason for you to be reading these words at this very moment. There's a synchronicity happening. And maybe, just maybe, the simple act of having read this far has already been the confirmation you needed. Do you feel it? Now, if this message has touched you in a special way, I invite you to do something important. This isn't just any suggestion. It's a call. Subscribe to this channel. But do it with intention. As if it were a vote of confidence in the universe. A yes to everything that is yet to come. A gesture of surrender and openness. Not just to continue receiving messages like this, but to say, I am ready. Because from this point on, everything begins to change.